So we're gonna start class all the way on our backs. So I have the blanket that I'll use underneath my knees for later. If you wanna just grab a blanket off of your couch. And then I do have a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, that's no problem. If you have like a sturdy paperback book, that would be a good option. Or you can just try to come to the fingertips, that works too. So let's go all the way to our backs. First, just finding some grounding, rooting the feet down into the earth, let the knees point up. Allow the hands to be on the belly. Letting the low back release into the mat. Just beginning to check in with your breath. Noticing the quality of the breath and where it lands in the body. Maybe it's feeling shallow or labored. Or maybe you're already feeling some nice deep inhales and exhales. Finding some deep, full belly breaths. Allow the eyes to be heavy or closed. Relax that space between the eyebrows. There's no pinching in the low back. You can extend the legs long. Keeping the hands on the belly, or maybe one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Start to breathe a little bit deeper, evening out your inhales and your exhales. Allowing the breath to fill all the way up into the chest. So taking a few moments here at the start of class to ground ourselves in this space. Giving yourself permission to be present just within the four corners of your mat. Present within your body and your breath. Giving yourself permission to set aside anything else that's going on. Any concerns or projecting, swirling around. Know that by doing something nice for your body and your mind, you're allowing some of those things to take on a little bit less meaning. Think about anchoring down, rooting down all those points where the body is making contact with the mat. Picture those roots. Ground is holding you up. Take a few more rounds of breath here. And then we'll start to lengthen the spine and start to warm the spine up a little. So reach the arms overhead, point the toes. Big inhale here, and then exhale, hug the knees in. Pull up into a little tight pull, pull the forehead to the knees. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hug it in and squeeze. Inhale, lengthen, reach in. Exhale, hug it in and squeeze. Last time, inhale, we're gonna drag the hands over to the right. So allow the backs of the hands to drag over to the right. Allow the heels to drag over to the right. So I'm gonna stand up and show you what this looks like standing. You stay on the ground. We're basically finding this C curve in the body with the heels and the arms over to the right. So like you're in a banana shape. So dragging the shoulders and the backs of the hands to the right. Dragging the heels to the right, and then maybe if you have space, cross the left ankle over the right. So shoulders are still glued down to the mat. Maybe you're grabbing the left wrist with the right hand. Breathe into the left side ribs. So the head and the shoulders should still be resting on the mat. One more round of breath. And then start to drag everything back through center and then take everything over to the left. So reach for the right wrist, pick the chest up, scoot over, find that curve in the upper spine, and then drag the heels over to the left. Maybe if you have space, right ankle crosses over the left. Keep both glutes glued down. So if you notice one hip starting to roll over, try to keep both your glutes glued down to the mat. Settle in, check in with the breath. Breathe space into the right side. One more round of breath. Inhale back to center, reach long. Hug the knees back into the chest. This time, rock side to side. So get some movement, massage out the low back. We did something similar earlier in the week. We're going to zip the legs together, knees over hips, and then straight out from the ankles. Take the arms wide. We'll start to find a little gentle twist in the spine. So start to drop the knees to the right. Inhale back to center. Drop the knees to the left. Inhale back to center. Keep rolling with your breath. Maybe just going a couple of inches or halfway down, a third of the way down. Try to slow it down, not using momentum, but using the core, some of those muscles in the back. Let's take 2 more times each side. And then come back to center. Roll out the feet and the ankles. Extend the legs long, find some length, reach for the backs of the legs, and start to rock up and down. So get a little bit of momentum. And eventually we're going to roll into a comfortable seat. So if you have your blanket, you may want to sit on the edge of the blanket just to give the hips some height. I think that feels a little better. So a comfortable seat may or may not be cross-legged, sort of depends on how things feel in your body. You could even find a diamond shape with the feet. So whatever that looks like to you. Roll the shoulders up to the ears and back down the spine. So we'll find a little bit of lengthening before we start to find some twisting. So inhale, reach. Exhale, take the right hand down, left arm over. Reach back through center, inhale, and switch. So find a little bit of dynamic movement here. And then we'll hold. So reach the right hand down, left arm over, and hold. Lift up out of the waist, and then reach a little farther. Spin the chest open towards me. Maybe you start to crawl these hands out. Inhale, reach, take it over, and we'll hold. Lift up out of the waist, lengthen the spine, and then stretch towards the left side. Inhale back to center. Take the hands to the knees. We'll find some circles. So circling the trunk, circling ribs over the hips. Doesn't matter which way you start your circles. Take a couple of circles each direction and then switch. Find some organic movement here. So maybe you make your circles a little bigger. You find little half moons. Just beginning to warm up the spine. And then we'll all find our way into that half bound angle. So knees may be way up here if you're feeling tight. It's not an issue, just allow them to release to the degree that they are able. Soles of the feet are together. Inhale, reach up, and then we're gonna twist this way. So we're gonna twist to the right for me, maybe the opposite for you. So left hand starts to come towards the right knee, right hand is back behind. Maybe gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, reach back to center. Exhale, twist to other side. So we're using the hand on the knee as a point to open a little bit more, being gentle. So again, if you're pregnant, deep twist, deep closed twists across the body are not good. So maybe pick a different class. Or if you're feeling tight, maybe you just go part of the way there. You don't get the hand to the knee. So yoga is about doing what works for you and leaving the rest. Inhale back to center. One more time each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. Last time, exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. Bring the feet back into a seat or anything that's comfortable in the lower half of the body. We'll work a little bit into the neck. So as we start to get into deeper twist, there'll be an option to include the cervical spine, the top of the spine or the neck. So we want to work and warm up the spine, especially for those of us that have been doing quite a bit of sitting. So start to drop the chin to the chest. And then reach the chin up, maybe gaze towards the ceiling. Nice and slow, a few more times like that. Last round. Come back to neutral. Allow a pause here. Then we'll start to circle. So it doesn't really matter which way you start your circles, but drop one ear towards the shoulder. Start to drag the chin across the chest. Allow the other ear to drop to the other shoulder. So for some of us, me included, this is going to feel pretty tight. So take it really slow. Maybe you pause in those points where things are feeling even a little bit more deeply. The next time that the right ear comes towards the right shoulder, I'm going to mirror you here, right ear towards right shoulder. Start to walk the left fingertips away. So that's going to increase some of the space here. Maybe gaze the chin up. If you need even more, you can take the right fingertips, place them on the temple, create a tiny bit of weight, a little bit of extra pressure. So again, any of these are options. You can take the hand off, you can bring this back in, just do the neck. Your choice. Breathe into this space you're creating. Then slowly push the head back to center. Roll the shoulders out. And then we'll start to find circles the other way. So whichever way you didn't go last time. Being gentle. Check in with the breath. Maybe one more full circle. And allow the right ear to come towards the right shoulder, or just do the opposite of whatever you did last time. Then start to walk the opposite hand out. So for me, it's left ear to left shoulder, right fingertips walk out. Maybe add those fingertips to the temple. Breathe into the space you're creating. Two more rounds of breath. Slowly walk it back, press the head back up to neutral, roll the shoulders out. And we'll just start to look over the shoulders a little bit more. So gaze towards the right. Inhale back to center. Gaze towards the left. One more time each side. Inhale, gaze. Exhale back to neutral. One more time. Back to neutral. Awesome. Okay. We're going to come to our first down dog. So we'll start in tabletop. And then we'll start to walk the fingertips out. So shake the hips a little side to side. And then we'll tuck the toes, take it back to a down dog. If you want to stay in tabletop, totally fine. Shoot the hips back and start to walk your dog out, bend one knee and then the other. We'll find some slow sun salutations just to warm up the spine a little more. So cleansing breath here, big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. The bottom of that exhale, slowly start to walk the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, nice flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, take it all the way overhead, fingertips touch. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lead with a flat back. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. So we're gonna step it back to a plank and drop to the knees. Slowly lower. Peel it back, baby cobra. Release to the mat. Take it back to table or all the way back to down dog. We'll do that 2 more times, nice and slow. Nice foundational flow. And we'll add on. So big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Slowly walk the feet to meet the hands. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. This time we'll stay in our fold a little longer. And we'll find a bit of a twist. So I'll turn to face you to make it easier. Right hand on your book or your block. Right knee is bent. Left arm lifts and reaches, twist. Come back to neutral, shake the legs out, other side. So left hand on the block, left knee bends, right hand peels open and twist. Bend back into both knees, shake the legs out. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, take it all the way overhead, fingertips touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway, inhale. Step it back to plank, drop to the knees. Option to skip this part, you can just stay in tabletop. Or slowly lower to the ground. Peel it back, baby cobra. Take it back. Find your down dog. We're gonna do that one more time. Feel free to skip it and rest in child's pose all the way back. Just getting the spine warmed up. Again, walk your dog out, bend one knee and then the other. Big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Walk it to the front. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, take it all the way overhead. Bring the hands down to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway, inhale. Palm your mat, step it back. Last time through, optional, drop to the knees. Lower to the chest. Peel it back, find your baby cobra. And then we'll take it back, find child's pose. So knees come wide. I like the blanket underneath the knees. Knees come wide, toes come together. Walk it forward, rest the head on a block or a blanket. Allow the hips to release back towards the heels. So your hips may be up here, that's no problem. Just allow the hips to start to melt back towards the heels. Can you press that space between the eyebrows into the mat? And then we'll do a little twist here. So option to stay right in your child's pose, or walk it back just a little bit. Right hand comes underneath. So we're coming onto the right shoulder, left hand stays up. So the right hand is just in front of, right arm is just in front of your chin. Slowly release. Other side, left hand shoots underneath. Chin rests just above the shoulder. Slowly release, roll the shoulder out. And we'll move through a little flow with optional twists. So you can still take the flow even if you don't want to add the twist, or you can add a little bit lighter of a twist. So we'll start from our tabletop. Option to start from down dog. We're going to end up in the same place. So either way, right leg lifts. Pull the knee into the chest and then step it through. So we'll find some movement here. Just straightening and flowing, bending back into the knee. Just small movements. We're not going into a full half splits. And then we'll rise the arms up. Bring the hands to heart center. So options here. Take the left elbow towards the right knee. If that's not feeling like something that feels good in your body, maybe you open up wide to the right side. So two options. Left elbow to outside of right knee, or find a nice open twist. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale back to center wherever you are. Take it back, find your half split, straighten out the front leg. Then back into the front knee, rise the arms back up. This time we'll take an open twist. So open the left arm, reach the right arm forward. Inhale back to center. Take it back, half split, straighten out the front leg. Then back into the front knee. We're going to find a lunge twist here. So tuck the back toes. Straighten the back leg. Left hand plants, right arm opens. Hop the left foot up to meet the right. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, take it all the way overhead. Exhale the hands to heart. Open the hands wide. Take a few rounds of breath here in stillness. Check in with the breath. Maybe you place the hands on the chest. Check in with how this is landing in the body. Use the breath to slow down the heart. If at any point you need to take a break, feel free. Pause, meet us back. Okay, we'll continue with that on the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway. I'm going to skip the little flow there and just take it back to tabletop. You can take it back to down dog, take your flow if you want. We'll give you a couple seconds to do that. So if you practice more regularly and you like chaturanga, high to low plank to up dog, feel free. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, stay in your tabletop. When we're ready, we'll all lift the left leg from wherever we are. Pull the knee into the chest, step it through. So we'll find this low lunge, left knee over left ankle, not past. And then find a little bit of movement, just slowly starting to straighten the front leg out and bend back into it. Find your breath. And then we'll come back to this low lunge. So again, option to take the arms overhead or to the chest. 2 ways to twist here if you're twisting. Opening towards the left knee or taking the hands to heart, right elbow comes across the left knee. If you have the knee hooked, use the elbow to twist a little deeper. Two more rounds of breath. Release back to center. Take it back. Bend forward. Find our way back to our low lunge. We're going to open twist the other way, so away from the left knee. Open the arms, reach. Inhale back to center. Fold it over, find your half splits. Straighten out the front leg. Pull the left hip back. Bend back into the front knee. Right hand comes to a block, your book, whatever, or just to the mat like before. Tuck the back toes, find your high runner's lunge, and then twist open. So stack the left wrist over the left shoulder over right shoulder. Awesome, plant the hands, step the right foot to meet the left. Lift up halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale, root down, rise it up, take it overhead. Exhale the hands down. Open the hands wide, find mountain pose. Close the eyes and breathe. Or maybe stack the palms on the chest. Cultivating that ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Slight constriction in the back of the throat, or just finding a natural breath for you. We'll do one more series of twists standing. So you can take these exact same twist standing or with the knee down. We'll first start a version with the knee down, but if you'd like to take it standing, you can. So inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway. We're going to step the left foot back. Keep the knee down. Find that low lunge again. Option to twist with a quad stretch. So left hand can be on a block or the mat or your book. Reach the right hand back. Maybe that's where you stop. You reach the right arm back for the leg. You look over the right shoulder, you stay here. Maybe there's space to come onto the knee, just above the knee, that little fatty part of the knee, and reach back for the toes. So you may not catch the toes, there's no problem. You may just be reaching. That's why I like to pad the knee. 2 more rounds of breath. Slowly release. Then either staying knee down or rising up, find a crescent lunge. So all 10 toes facing forward. Back knee is coming towards straight. Reach up out of the waist. And again, either open twist towards the knee or take the hands to heart, elbow hooked, just like before. So you can be taking this on the knee, hook the elbow, find your twist. One more round of breath. Inhale, reach back to center, find your crescent lunge. Open twist away from the knee. Inhale back. Plant the hands, hop the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up. Heart's pumping, that's good. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Last time, so we're gonna step the right foot back. Drop to the right knee. Untuck the right toes, so knee down. Stay here in this lunge again, or option to reach the left arm back. Find a little bit of a twist. like you're gonna reach for the toes. Maybe you start to reach for the toes and you catch them. It's a pretty deep twist, so be gentle. Maybe you catch the toes, you realize it's too much, let them go. Slowly release without flinging. Option to stay knee down or tuck the back toes. Rise up into your crescent lunge. Ground down through the feet before you rise the chest up. Bend into that front knee, but knee is not coming past the ankle. Again, open arm option for the twist. If you want a little bit more, hands come to heart. Right elbow to left knee. Take your twist. Spin the chest open. Two more rounds of breath. Inhale, reach it back up. Open twist away from the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take it down. Last time, step it forward. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up. Last time, take it all the way overhead. Fingertips touch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. We'll take it back just to our tabletop. So, shake it out. We're gonna move into pigeon. So, thank you for giving me a thumbs up there. We're gonna move into pigeon. So I'll show you two options. First option is on the back. So if you know that pigeon's too much, this is a really good version. Cross right ankle over left. Reach for the back of the left thigh. If you'd like the sleeping pigeon version, you can start from down dog or tabletop. Extend the right leg and then pull the right knee towards the right wrist. Start to melt the body down. So my right leg is across the front of the mat, doesn't need to be parallel. Maybe you stay upright. Maybe you start to fold down. Think about the hips being square and level. So if you're dropping way onto this right hip, pull the right hip up or maybe place a block underneath the right hip. Hips should be square and level or working towards that depending on how things feel. Wherever you are, 3 more rounds of breath in your pigeon, sleeping or on the back. Slowly rise up, or if you're on your back, flip around. We're all gonna find a twist here. So keep that same right knee, left leg extends long, right knee steps over the left thigh, or you just pull the right knee into the chest. So your choice wherever the space is in the body this morning. Inhale, sit up tall. Reach the left arm high and either wrap the knee to find a twist, right hand behind you, or maybe you have the space to reach the left hand tall, take this elbow across the knee and open more. So be gentle, either wrap or take the elbow across, gaze out over the right shoulder, find your breath. Inhale back to center, reset the spine, drop the hands to the left, little counter twist. And then we'll take the right sole of the foot into the left leg. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, extend towards the leg. Inhale, reach. And then pull the knees into the chest. We're gonna roll over, find our tabletop or our down dog. We'll transition into pigeon on the other side. So, options to flip on the back. Take the left ankle over the right knee. Or option to find this version of pigeon, extend the left leg long, pull the left knee in towards the left wrist, start to melt the back leg down. Try to keep shoulders and hips square. Maybe you start to fold forward, or you prop up on a block or a pillow. Take 3 more rounds of breath wherever you are in this hip opener. Slowly start to work your way up or flip over if you were on the back. This time extend the right leg long, left knee pulls into the chest, or left knee steps across the body, wherever your space is. As long as the knees into the chest are coming that way. Inhale, lift up tall, lengthen the spine first before we twist. Reach the right arm up and either wrap the knee, left hand's behind you like a spine, second spine, or take the elbow across if you have space. So being gentle and kind with your spine, maybe you gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center, reset the spine in neutral. Allow the hands to drop over to the right, counter pose. Then we'll find that same thing. So left sole of the foot on the right leg extends out wide and long. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge over towards the extended leg. Inhale, reach back to center, pull the knees into the chest. This time we're gonna go all the way onto our backs. We'll find a little bit more final twisting here. Pull the right knee into the chest and then switch a few more times. Getting some movement into the hips. Next time you catch the right knee, hold. Then we're gonna pick up the hips, move them towards the right, and then pull this right knee across the body, find a spinal twist. So right arm can come out wide, maybe you gaze towards the right shoulder. Right knee across the body, find your spinal twist. If you feel like you have a lot of extra space, you can take the leg wrap if you're familiar with that variation. Wrap the right thigh on top of the left. Slowly come back to center. Unwrap the leg if you're wrapped. Hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. A few more times, just alternating, pulling the knees in, extending the other leg. And then next time you catch the left knee, pull the left knee in. I like to move the hips a few inches to the left first to create some more space to twist. Take the left knee across the body. Reach the left arm out wide. Maybe you gaze over the left shoulder. Full spinal twist. Two more rounds of breath. Inhale back to center, pull both knees in. Give them a little squeeze, rock side to side. We'll find our final inversion. Take the knees wide up towards the elbows. Lift soles of the feet to the ceiling. Reach for the outside blades of the feet. Ankles back to the thighs, wherever you can reach comfortably. Like you're standing your feet on the ceiling. Knees are out nice and wide. Knees pulling down towards the earth. Three more rounds of breath. Slowly start to release the feet. Take anything else that you need, maybe rock a little bit more side to side. And squeeze everything in and then release it long. We'll find our Shavasana, our final resting pose. Allow the legs to fall out heavy, arms to fall out wide. So stick with us for these last few minutes. After we take our rest, I'll come back and bring us all back together and close our practice. So noticing how the ground's holding you up. Allowing that space between the eyebrows to melt. Shoulders releasing into the mat. Releasing any hold on the belly, on the hips or the glutes. Relaxing all the way down through the ankles. Allowing the eyes to be closed. Find a few moments of rest in our Shavasana. I'll bring you back in a few moments' time, so give yourself this space. Slowly starting to bring some awareness to your breath. Some awareness back into your physical body. Making small movements with fingers and toes. When you're ready, starting to reach overhead. Take a full body stretch. And slowly starting to roll over to one side. Finding the fetal posture. Giving yourself this time. Giving yourself this time to fill up with gratitude for the time that you took for your practice. The time that you took for yourself in these chaotic times. Remembering that you have to help yourself before you can help others. Taking time just to be, to do something that brings you peace or joy is not being selfish. It's filling yourself back up so you can be in service to others when the time comes. Finding gratitude for all the amazing things your body is capable of doing. Reminding yourself that you are enough just as you are right now. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. No change is necessary. No apologies needed. So if you haven't already, slowly start to rise from the fetal posture and find your way into a comfortable seat. We'll take the hands to the chest and sit for a few moments, soaking in the practice. Allowing these twists to energize, detox you, that you're ready for the day. Reminding yourself that you are your own best teacher, your own best resource. Finding a silver lining in these trying times. Through things like this, bringing community together in a way that we may not have otherwise. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, let it go. Sigh it out. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Bring the hands together at the heart, pressing the knuckles of the thumbs into the sternum, symbolizing the connection of our body to our breath. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. It's my honor to have guided you through your practice this morning or this evening, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us.